Welcome to Kasar Devi, which is just outside the bigger town of Almora. Now, Kasar is a tiny, tiny little town and is massively famous, especially because Swami Vivekananda came here when he was younger to meditate. And there are many reasons why he came here. And it also was massively famous throughout the hippie movement of the 60s and 70s, the counterculture movement. And there's a who's who of who have come to Kasar. But in recent times, not many people come here, except for Guy and I. So we'll tell you a little bit about that as we get up to the temple. But there's a famous temple at the top here called Kasar Devi Temple. And we'll explain some of the history here, some of the relationship between the cosmic energies of the universe and this location in Kasar. Now, as we go higher, you can actually see the town of Almora in the distance there. It goes over the lip as well. But it's nothing like the small town of Kasar over here. Many people will consider Kasar part of Almora anyway. But it's a lot smaller than Almora there. Now, the Kasar Devi temple is not open just yet. Now, the reason why this place is famous, not just because Swami Vivekananda and the hippie movement, it's because it is believed that there is a gap in the Van Allen belt right above Kasar, and it is exposed to all of these cosmic energies, magnetic energies if you want. And there are 3 places in the world that people believe this, which is Stonehenge, Machu Picchu, and here in Kasar. And so particularly this location here on top of the mountain here at the Kasar Devi temple. Now, if you do some research, maybe you won't agree with that. We're not sure how to think about that, but a lot of people come here to meditate because they think that it's going to bring them closer to enlightenment or so forth and so on. And it's a nice idea, right? And that's what actually drew a lot of people here. That's what drew Swami Vivekananda here and all of the people in the counterculture movement of the 60s and 70s. So guys, there's a sign up here that actually says that NASA had researched about this gap in the Van Allen belt as well, above Kasar, Machu Picchu, and Stonehenge. Guy and I, we don't really know how much proof there is to that. We've seen a few things online where the camps are split. Some people believe it, some people don't. But nevertheless, a lot of people have been coming here for a long time. Even before Swami Vivekananda, this place was famous for yogis and sadhus to come up into the Himalayas to meditate, to get away from society. If you know anything about Uttarakhand, it is a state that is full of ashrams hidden in the Himalayas. And all of the people who have been here, it is a who's who have been to Kasar and spent time here. Let me rattle off a few names for you. Obviously, the first one is Swami Vivekananda. And then probably second most famous would be Timothy Leary. Now, Timothy Leary was famous for streaking on Cranks Ridge, and Guy and I will show you Cranks Ridge in a second. Also, Walter Yeel and Evan Wentz, who is famous for translating the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Lama Anagarika Govinda, also famously known as Lama Govinda. And he was actually a reason why many people came up here. Anandamayi Ma, Neem Karoli Baba, John Blowfield, Ralph Metzner, Earl Brewster, Alfred Sorensen, who was also known as Sunyata Baba, and he was probably one of the more famous ones who came up here. He's lived here for 40 years in a small hut. Cat Stevens, if you can believe it, Bob Dylan, David Herbert Lawrence, Robert Thurman, also his daughter, famous Uma Thurman, who was actually 3 years old when she came here with her father. Also Ronald David Liang, Allen Ginsberg, Peter Orlovsky, Gary Schneider, and Joanne Kiger. And like I said, there's a who's who have come to Kasar. There are many famous names there. I mean, Cat Stevens, Bob Dylan, Uma Thurman when she was 3. And so many people have come here, particularly through the 60s and 70s of the counterculture movement. I just got pranams up at the Shiva temple just above Kasar Devi. And so there's really powerful morning puja up here. Really serene. Not that many people up here. Again, Kasar is not that popular. It's not like going to Varanasi or something like that. But it feels really genuine and authentic up here. And yeah, words can't describe it. You must come up here for the morning puja and meditate up here at the temple or at the Kasar Devi just below. So up at this beautiful Shiva temple here, you've got Nandi here. I couldn't film before for the puja obviously, but you can see inside. You can see the lingam in there. The puja was absolutely beautiful. And around here, this is what's amazing. Have a look at this. Look at this ancient Nandi. Look at that. That's unbelievable. The age on that. And so they're finding all types of pieces of ancient temple all in and around Kasar. So you can get an image of the new Nandi, the ancient Nandi, the lotus that the Nandi is residing on. And just have a look at this. Look at this Shiva temple up here is absolutely beautiful the way it's built. So we are on the other side of the temple. Here's a little Nandi. There's where we just were, the Shiva temple. And so this is a real small Nandi. Beautiful. And have a look at the lingam. The lingam is amazing here. Look at this. Wow. It's quite a stone, that's for sure. This is a beautiful little temple, this one. Seems like a little bit of an afterthought compared to the big one, but it's really amazing. Like, look over here, look at this view from behind here. All the way around, all the way around, all the way around. And you got the temple there. So guys, this is the Brahman's hut, where he lives, the one who did puja this morning. A really small hut. I had a look inside, there's only a bed there. And look at the view that he has. Look at this. Look at this. That's Almora. So Almora is that town there. It kind of goes over the ridge too. So we're just 5 k's away from Almora. Then you see all these spot communities. Look at this. All the way through the Himalayas, just littered through the Himalayas. It's beautiful. When you drive on the way up here, you see plenty of this and plenty of random ashrams. And down there, that's a Sri Sarada Devi temple ashram. I don't know if it's affiliated with the Ramakrishna mission. It should be, but I've only seen one person down there, so I'm not sure if we'll head down there. But what a spot! So how you going there, Angie? You feeling the energy? How was your ear? You were saying something about your ear before.
Yes, just the eardrum was kind of going a bit crazy. I don't know, like I've never had that feeling before, but I don't want to make a thing of it, because some people maybe want to make it as they feel the magnetic energy. My eardrums are going crazy. No.
No.
Yeah, I never felt that before, but I thought something wrong with my ear, but it could just be one of those things that just happen. There's no reason why, or maybe there is a reason why, but I don't want to make it exaggerating what it is. It's definitely a special place.
Yeah, it's more of a serene energy here, isn't it? It's beautiful. Yeah. Like, it's not like doesn't have to be anything about the Van Allen belt, for example.
Yeah, I don't know. The Himalayan mountain energy is something special. So I'm not sure about the gap in the Van Allen belt thing is real, or there is some scientific reason behind it. I'm not sure, but very serene. It's very light. The energy is very light, so it's not stagnant. Again, as you all see, it's really beautiful and good oxygen. You can breathe really well, and it's just a beautiful place.
So guys, as you go further down, there's this amazing rock, and the views up here. Look at that behind me. This is an amazing place to sit and meditate. You see right here, look at this view from here. Again, there's Almora. And there's a bit of a drop here, so it is a big rock, it's not going to go anywhere. And there's plenty of these perched everywhere, look over there, over there, over there. Even up here, over here. And that gentleman over there meditating, look at that. What a shot. Like most sacred places in India, I can't show you inside the Kasar Devi temple. I can't show you the Durga, but we can have a look from the outside. It's beautiful around here. Have a look at the panorama here, like this goes into town. Look at that. Over here actually you can see under the tree there's a dooney over here. So a dooney here, the sacred fire, which will be lit at night. It's a closer look at the Kasar Devi temple. And then up there, as we were where we were before, that's the Shiva temple there. And there's the rock we were sitting over there. And then all the way around to Almora and to Gaya. Also up here, you'll see a lot of pictures around Kasar and Bahwali and these towns up in this area of Neem Karoli Baba, who was Ram Das's guru, Krishna Das's guru, I believe too, and many other people, many other teachers' guru, even I think Thomas Byram, who translated the Ashtavakra Gita, a great translation of the Ashtavakra Gita. That was his guru as well. And Neem Karoli Baba's ashram is not so far from here. Well, it's a couple of hours from here in the mountains. We've never been there. We hope to go there in the future. And he was also one who visited this area in Kasar and maybe Cranks Ridge as well, which we'll go down to in a second. So guys, we are walking on Cranks Ridge, and as I showed you before, you can kind of see this from up at the Kasar Devi temple, and that's it up there. And so we're walking along this right now. So we're walking in the very place that Timothy Leary streaked butt naked, along here apparently, as legend says. And this is where everyone came. As I said to you before, Alfred Sorensen, Sunyata Baba, was gifted land up here, and he lived up around here for 40 years. And I think he knew Nehru's daughter or someone like that, and that's how the land was gifted to him. So it's a beautiful place. I mean, why this area specifically attracted a lot of the hippies back in the day, I'm not quite sure. A lot of people attest that to Lama Govinda, because a lot of people wanted to hear the teachings of Lama Govinda. And yeah, so it would have been a wild time. I don't know where everyone went, because so far Guy and I are probably some of the only tourists in Kasar. Guys, I've been exploring Cranks Ridge for a little bit, looking for actually Sunyata Baba cave, so where he resided for many years, Alfred Sorensen. So there's a picture online, and apparently you can kind of find it, but there's so many places that look similar to that, and I'm on a wild goose chase here. I'm walking all over this ridge. It could be anywhere, you know, like when you see the image, it's not quite like a cave, but it's a place that he stayed for a long time. I don't know if he stayed for the whole duration of the 40 years, but it's supposed to be here somewhere. So let me see if I can keep exploring and see what I can find. Now guys, I might be wrong, but this is very similar. From the pictures, there's a bit of greenery. Here there's just completely no greenery. I don't know if this is a spot. I could be completely wrong. It looks very similar. Guy just said to me, it's turned into a drinking spot, as it has, and so I'm quite sure if you look at a certain different vantage point, I mean, it's very similar. There's so many places up on this ridge that you can have a look at. Like I said, it wasn't a cave necessarily, it was just a place where he lived for many years. And like Guy said, unfortunately it's turned into a little bit of a drinking hideaway, as you can see down here. There's a pit here. You know, as you go back, you can probably, where Guy is, it looks very much like the spot. And you know, if it is, it would have been a beautiful meditation spot for him right here. Look at this view of the rock here. Oh wow, look down to that valley. The camera doesn't do it justice. It's deep, really deep. That could be another spot as well. Not quite sure. We'll have to investigate. Leave a comment if you think any of these spots are right with the picture. But anyway, what an amazing morning in Kasar. What do you think, love, of the morning in total?
Temple is quite small, but what makes is all this mountain serene energy around it, and also the people, the visitors who come here and pay their respect. Is just wonderful.
Yeah, guys, couldn't recommend this place more. It's an amazing place. Guy and I were actually talking about even staying here long term if we could find a house up here. It's quite serene, beautiful place to live, great for writing, great for contemplation. And look, let us know what you think about the gap in the Van Allen belt in the comments. You know, we're on the fence about it. We're neither here or there. We don't think it's that significant, to be honest, because the place itself is quite beautiful. But leave a comment below. Let us know if you think it's a bunch of baloney or you think it's legit. And if you have any articles or evidence or anything like that, please leave it in the comments. So guys, we hope you're all safe and sound, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, we are back. We just ran into a lovely lady called Megan from Australia, near Perth. Megan, if you're watching, hello. And we had a great conversation, and she was actually going up to the Sunyata Baba Samadhi. So we actually were in the right spot where that rock sort of wall was there at the tree at the top, and that rubble at the front, that is actually his Samadhi. And she said that unfortunately someone smashed it for some reason, and as we were speaking about with the alcohol there, she said it's turned into a little bit of a pub up there. So I mean, it's pretty unfortunate, but we came to the conclusion it was the right spot. It did look like the right spot, and she confirmed that with us. So Megan, if you're watching, thank you for letting us know that, and thank you for sharing all of your amazing knowledge and information. And guys, this time we're definitely signing off. See you guys next time.
दूसरे